The Union Church in Waban, over 106 years old, beautifully beaming in the glory of her founders, who were visionary in building a church with deep conviction to the inclusive and offer a radical welcome. Our covenant embraces the dedication to welcome all who seek to love God, our neighbors, and affirm the inclusive love of Jesus, without regard to race, gender, sexual orientation, nationality, ability, or economic circumstance. The Union Church is open to all who enter.
Kent, I think we have a problem.
And she's buying a stairway to heaven.
In the beauty of this sanctuary, the Union Church is a fully open and welcoming community, striving to deepen our love for each other, the world, and God by drawing on the resources of Scripture, Christian tradition, the wisdom of other faith traditions, and our own lived experience. This is a place for all who search, a true sanctuary.
Kent, I think we have a problem.
Raindrops are falling on my head, and just like the guy's feet are too big for his.
The Union Church commitment to provide a faith home for all is embodied in our settled minister, Stacy Swain. Stacy envisions church as an inspiring community of people who are committed to following the way of Jesus, growing in love of God and of each other while loving kindness, doing justice and walking humbly with our God. In doing so, she brings passion to the commitment to care for all of God's creation. Her love of all children of God extends to her love of the earth itself and commitment to steward such a precious gift.
Oh, of course I hear what you're saying. No, I'm so glad that you called. Oh, be assured we had no intent of being a bad neighbor. We had no idea the extent of our carbon footprint. Oh, knowing this church, you can be assured that I will do everything, or we will do everything that we can in order to address that. Yes, you know that we are committed to the care of God's good creation. You're welcome. Thanks so much for the call. We appreciate it. Okay, bye-bye.
And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
The Union Church in Waban has been from its inception a child-cherishing faith community. We believe all children are children of God, to be loved and known by name. We strive to support our children as they grow in their relationships with God and learn how their faith can shape, direct, and enrich their lives. We welcome every child with open arms and hearts and make room for all who seek.
Hey guys, the kids just made a video of Sunday school. Want to see?
My room is a bit too small, really, and I've got so much stuff in it that if I get anything new, there's just nowhere to put it.
Being an inclusive and child-cherishing church extends beyond care for our youngest. The Union Church embraces the natural curiosity and wondering of children throughout the teen years. The UCW is dedicated to fostering the essential questioning, exploring, and discovering in one's lifelong faith journey. Youth ministry is a growing and vibrant.
Ken, I think we have a problem.
We're all in this together. Once we know that we are, we're all stars, and we see that we're all in this together. And it shows when we stand hand in hand, make our dreams come true.
I'm Anderson Cooper, and we are live at the Union Church in Waban, speaking with Pastor Stacy Swain and Associate Pastor for Youth and Families, Amy Feldman, about the breaking news of the developing capital campaign, Thrive, Honor, and Build. Stacy, tell us about this exciting news.
Oh, it is exciting. We're so thrilled about it, actually. It all began with the roof leaking, which I know is an inauspicious beginning, but we quickly realized that needing to replace the roof gave us the opportunity to really do something bigger, and we're a church that does things big. So let me tell you about our campaign. Our aspect of the campaign is honor, because we come from an incredible legacy. People of over 100 years ago created this place to be a community of welcome, where everybody would find a home, where everybody would find a place that would take them in and help them be their best selves. But not only that, we are also a community that not only just welcomes people in, but helps them to thrive. We want people to be built up, to be full of joy, to have a sense of what they can contribute in the world. So we are a church that builds people up and sends them out to do good mission and works in the world. And we're also a church that is looking towards our future. And that's really where this campaign comes in as well, because we want this building to survive into the future and nourish future generations that they too can thrive. And so we're replacing the roof, we're putting new steps on the front, we're sprucing up the classrooms, but more than anything, we're keeping the legacy of this church alive, that it will be a place of thriving and hope and promise well into the future. And I'm so excited to share in this good work with my associate pastor, Amy Feldman, who is doing tons of good work to build up and help thrive and nourish our next generations. So Amy?
Thank you, Stacy. And we are very excited about this for our children and youth. We want this place to be a place where our children know that they are welcomed and loved, where they can connect with God and connect with one another and this community, so that they know that they are wholly loved, that they are wholly loved for who they are, that they can live with courage and resiliency and strength and walk out into this world knowing that their faith is helping them to live courageously as the hands and feet of Jesus. And to do that, we are excited about the possibilities of improving our classroom spaces to make them vibrant and welcoming and particularly inclusive for all of our children. We're excited about the idea of expanding our spaces for our youth, because we have a lot of youth and we need spaces for our middle school students and our high school students so that they have their own places to claim and connect with and to be with one another. And we are excited about the possibility for helping to support them as people doing mission out in the world, with some of our work with our confirmation and exploring our faith kids as they look ahead to the type of mission work that they want to do, the type of mission work that our youth group is already doing in spaces like our kitchens when they go out into Common Cathedral. So there are many, many opportunities here as we improve our places for our children and our youth, and also spaces throughout the building.
Thank you, Amy. We appreciate that. So, Stacy, I've heard there's a greening initiative, and I've heard so much about it. Can you just expand a little bit on what's involved with that?
Oh, Anderson, thank you for remembering that. That's a really big part of what we're doing as well. Thank you. This building, is over 100 years old, and it has worked faithfully and tirelessly over all these years. But all of us need to be updated every now and then, and this building is one of them. We're really looking forward to being able to look at our windows and our boiler, maybe think about solar panels and our lighting and our general energy consumption, so that we can make the changes necessary to decrease our carbon footprint. Because one of the things we value deeply is the care of creation, and we want to be good stewards of the environment. So we're very excited about this campaign, and I thank you so much for having us on tonight. It's quite an honor to tell you about our capital campaign of thriving in faith, honoring the past, and building for the future. So thank you.
Well, thank you so much. Now we're going back live to Wolf Blitzer in Peru.
Come together right now over me.
Thrive in faith, honor our legacy.
Nailed it! Oh, I gotta get this to Amy. That's great. What's her face? I've been holding on.
How'd it go?
Mean in making this a I'm sorry.
Sorry.
I can't.
Golly.
There's an outtake.
Good golly. Oh, sugar.